Namaste yogis, today's class is an advanced Vinyasa class. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything, so arm balances, inversions, back bends, all that good stuff. It's going to be a fun, creative flow. As always, you only need to do what you're comfortable with. This is your practice, so if there's any posture that you don't feel like doing or you're not comfortable doing, please just return to a child's pose or a different variation of the posture. We're going to begin in an extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch, forehead to the ground. Start to slow your breath here, beginning that Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. On your inhales, feel your belly expanding. And on your exhales, press all the stale air out. Throughout this practice, if you ever feel like you need a break, you can always return to this child's pose. This is your home base. Inhale, rise to a tabletop position. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Stack your hips over your knees. Exhale here. Cat-cow, inhale, arch your back, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last thing to drop. Inhale, arch, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, round. 2 more with your own breath here. Inhale, come to neutral. Exhale, scoot your hands out in front of you, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe pedal out this first downward facing dog if you'd like, if that feels good for you. Or you can take a static downward facing dog, your choice. Your feet are hip bone distance apart. Hands just wider than your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Nice flat back. Deep breaths. Inhale, reach your right leg up, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands, lower your left knee all the way to the ground. Inhale, rise up to your low lunge. Nice stretch through your left hip flexor. Soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Straighten your right leg, flex your right toes back. Straighten your right leg as much as you can here. Inhale, exhale, fold forward with a flat back. Breathe deeply. Inhale, bend your front knee, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands, lower your right knee down. Inhale, rise to low lunge. Few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Straighten your left leg, flex your left foot back toward your face. Inhale. Exhale, fold with a flat back. Deep breaths. The most advanced thing you can do in yoga is breathe deeply. It's far more important than any posture. Inhale, bend your left knee, step back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, come through tabletop and just make your way into an extended child's pose. A few deep breaths. Inhale, come back to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, plant your right foot outside your right hand. Lizard pose, lower the left knee down. Inhale, exhale. And if you'd like, you can make your way onto your elbows. Keep hugging your right knee in toward your right shoulder. Few deep breaths. Inhale, press your palms back into the earth. Exhale, tuck your left toes, step back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, lizard pose, step your left foot outside the left hand, lower your right knee down. Stay right here or lower down onto your elbows. Just keep hugging your left knee in toward your shoulder. A few deep breaths. Inhale, press your palms back into the earth, tuck your right toes. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come through tabletop. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, hands to your shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Half sun salutation. Inhale, reach up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana, flat back, forward fold. Bring your hands to the ground, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, belly in. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, flat back, come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step or hop back to your plank, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. One more, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit your hips back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Maybe you want to take a handstand here to float back, coming up onto your toes. Maybe lifting up just for a second to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, your choice. Inhale, lift your right leg. Flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Ground through the outer edge of your left foot. Root to rise. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Square your hips toward the front of your mat. Keep that 90-degree bend in your front knee. Soften your shoulders. Breathe deep. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back, lower down halfway. Keep your elbows in. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Round through the outer edge of your right foot. Inhale, rise up, Warrior 1. Deep bend in your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip it, your choice. You can always skip these vinyasas and just go straight back to your down dog or child's pose. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees, sit your hips back. Exhale, come all the way to standing. Close your eyes here. Bring your hands to heart center. Just come back to your breath. Notice how your body is feeling today. as we begin to progress in our practice, just remember to let the ego go. There is no pose in yoga worth hurting yourself over. You should never feel any pain. Let go of any expectations that you have for yourself or this class. Open your eyes. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop, float, or handstand back to your Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your time. You can play with different variations of your handstand if you'd like. Sometimes I like to just cross my feet for fun. And then make your way to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands, ground through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior, right shoulder comes to the inside of your right thigh. Crown of your head comes toward the ground. It's okay if it doesn't reach. Just keep your hips squared and keep that 90-degree bend in your right knee. Inhale, rise up, open up to warrior two. Gaze over your right middle finger. Should still be able to see your right big toe if you glance down. We'll take a shoulder opener here. So bend your left elbow and reach your right palm to your left elbow. Maybe this is enough for you. Just opening up here, or you can reach your right fingertips back behind you to clasp the fingers. Keep the gaze toward the front of your mat. Open the heart. Breathe deep. Slowly release the bind. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa, or skip it, your choice. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands, ground through the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder comes to the inside of the left thigh. 90-degree bend in your left knee. Inhale, rise up, release the hands. Exhale, warrior two. Take that shoulder stretch on the left side. So bend your right elbow this time. Reach back with the left hand to clasp the elbow, or you can reach that left hand back behind you and crawl your fingers up so that they clasp, or maybe they don't quite clasp, that's okay. And then bring your gaze back over your mat. Really feel that opening through your shoulders here. Deep breath. Slowly release. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa, or skip it. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale to extended child's pose. A few deep breaths here. Taking your time, there's no rush. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant the right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two, gaze over your right middle finger. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, straighten your right leg, scoot your left leg in slightly. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your right hand anywhere along your shin or to the floor, gazes up towards your left thumb. Few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Lift that left leg up. Gazes up toward the left thumb. A few deep breaths. I'm going to play with some handstands here, but first we're going to reach back to clasp the top of your left foot. Open up here for your bound. Ardha Chandrasana, sugarcane pose. Gazes up toward the ceiling. A few deep breaths. Exhale, release your left hand to the ground, but keep your legs as they are. So I'm going to scooch back so you guys can see me. So keep your legs just as they are. And we're just going to play with a handstand variation from here, just coming up onto your right toes and maybe just floating up into your handstand. It might take you a few tries. Think about kicking your left heel into your bum and just lifting. So these are just little hops here. Maybe you get some air time. Slowly, if you're in your handstand, you're going to lower your right toes right in between your hands. Good. Come back to sugarcane pose. Inhale. Exhale to open up. Take a breath in. Breath out. Release. Come back to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down. This time you're going to take your right leg back. So either come into your three-legged chaturanga here. You can lower down with three legs. Three legs. Come up. Exhale. Or if you want to take one-legged is what I was trying to say. If you want to take a chin stand, that right leg is lifted. So we'll do chin stand on this side. Right leg is lifted. Bend your elbows. Bring your chin down. Lift both legs up. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg comes back down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a child's pose. This time you can bring your knees together, ankles together, palms back, forehead down. Hopefully you understood what I was saying. Sometimes I say things and I wonder, what am I actually saying? Three-legged pose, but gotta just let it go, right? A few deep breaths. And we'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Scoot your right leg in slightly. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach that left hand toward the front of the room as far as you can. And bring your left fingers to the floor where your shin gazes up toward your right thumb. A few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. bend your right leg. Reach back for the top of your right foot with your right hand, sugar cane variation. Exhale, release that right hand. Keep the legs as they are and just play with those hops. Do a couple hops and then maybe you'll find some air time. Again, you're thinking about bringing that right heel towards your bum. Coming up onto the left toes and just hop here. Or find some balance. This side might feel different than the other side. That's perfectly normal. Maybe you can get up in one side and not the other. And slowly lower down, bringing your left foot between your hands. Step back to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your vinyasa or skip it, your choice. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee outside your right tricep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring the left knee outside the left tricep. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, release. If you want to take that single leg chaturanga, you can take the single leg chaturanga or you can take the chin stand. This time we'll lift the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chin down, legs come up. And then lower the left leg and then the right. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg up, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, come into your warrior 3 with prayer arms. So left leg lifts, flex through your left foot. Deep breath. Inhale, slowly bend the left knee and bring it into a figure 4 across that left ankle just above the right knee. Hands to heart center. You can stay right here. Or you can begin to lower your elbows down toward your shin. A few deep breaths. Stay right here or begin to take your flying pigeon arm balance. If you're taking the arm balance, you're going to hook your left toes as close to your right shoulder as you can get them. Your arms are going to come into a chaturanga type position because you're going to use your triceps as a shelf for your shin. Bend your elbows. Keep that grip with your left toes on your right arm. Bend, bend, bend. Maybe lift your right leg up. Maybe straighten it out. Keep the gaze forward. A few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. You can either lower down by bending the knee and then standing back up, or if you want to try to take a chaturanga, swing that leg back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Great job. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant the left foot between your hands. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward into your warrior 3 with prayer hands. Flex through your right foot. Square your hips. A few deep breaths. Inhale, bend that right knee. Slowly lift it up. Exhale, figure 4. Cross your right ankle just above the left knee. Lower your elbows down toward your shin. Ooh. Stay right here. Always stay here, or you can begin to take that arm balance, bringing your hands all the way to the ground. Bend through your left knee, flex really hard through your right toes so that they're hooking as close to your left shoulder as you can bring them. Again, you're going to use your triceps as a shelf here, so bring that right knee onto as close to that right armpit as you can get it. Bend your elbows and maybe float the left leg up. Maybe straighten it out. And again, you can always come out by bending the left knee and standing back up, or you can take that chaturanga. Inhaling up dog, exhaling to down dog, and then take Utthita Balasana, extended child's pose. Bring your thumbs together and then bring them to the back of your neck to open up the armpits here. Inhale, exhale, slowly walk your hands back and just come to sit on your knees. So we're going to take a few different arm balances and inversions in this class. So one of the inversions that we're going to get into here is our Shavasana headstand. So if your headstand, you already have a strong headstand practice, so I'm going to give a few suggestions. If you're still working on your headstand, you can just take your headstand in whatever way is comfortable for you. If you've been doing headstand for a while, I'm going to challenge you, and I'd like you to watch me first before you try it, but I'm going to challenge you to really engage your core. So this is all going to be happening, the strength is all through our core here for this particular variation. We're going to be doing some leg lifts within our headstand. So when I come into headstand, I always still, no matter how many years I've been doing them, I like to measure out by just grabbing my hands outside my arms to measure a good distance. Interlace my fingers, leave a little gap about the size of a golf ball, and then I'll bring my head to the ground. And then for these leg lifts, you're going to lift up, keep both of your legs should be together. So your heels are together, toes are together, and you'll inhale and use your core to lift both legs up at the same time. And we'll see if we can do 3. So you'll exhale to lower just the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And this time we'll exhale to lower and be in a child's pose. This time just palms back facing the ceiling. Great job. So this is really challenging. So if you've never done leg lifts from your headstand, it's definitely much harder than just kicking up into it. You're really engaging your core. It's great for other inversions. Great breath work. Inhale, slowly roll up so that you're sitting back on your shins again. I'm going to move into our Pigeon Mayurasana, our forearm balance. So in our forearm balance, we're going to actually be taking this in a flow in a little bit, but for now we're just taking a regular forearm balance to warm it up. And in your forearm balance, I do the same thing. I just bring my hands outside, my arms, plant my palms firmly. Another great thing is to have a block. If you have a block that you can squeeze, especially if you're at the wall or something, you can bring the block right between your thumbs and lift your hips up. And then for this one, you can lift one leg, you can press up, whatever feels appropriate for you today. So the tendency, the palms a lot of times want to go back in. I know that mine do all the time. So see if you can keep your hands in line with your elbows here. A few deep breaths. And slowly lower down. Great job. We'll meet back in our Child's pose, palms facing up, knees together. A few deep breaths. So if these are not in your practice, the inversions, you can always skip them. You can go against the wall. Whatever's appropriate for your body. When you're ready, make your way back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise to your warrior one. Exhale. Inhale, come back to that warrior three with prayer arms. Few options here. You can stay right here, or you can come into standing splits, or you can lower down, have to scooch back a little, you can lower down so that your forearms come all the way to the ground and come up into your forearm balance. Maybe taking a lotus variation or any other variation that's calling to you. If you can get into the lotus variation, see if you can actually lower down into a little forearm balance here. Woo! If you got the forearm balance, it's really hard to get out of. So we'll just come down, lower down into your lotus. Release. Take a little lift here. Cross your legs. Engage the belly, lift up, and then step back. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll switch sides. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale to your warrior three with prayer arms. Again, a few options. So I'm just giving you options for wherever you want to take your practice today. So you can stay here, come into standing splits. You can make your way into your forearm balance from here. You can either just stick with the forearm balance. If you're really good with your lotuses, you can come into lotus. Maybe lowering your knees to stack by your armpits. For that little tiny, it's almost like baby Bakasana, but instead you're in lotus. And then lower down so that you're sitting in your lotus position. Cross your ankles, inhale, exhale, lift, and then make your way back to your vinyasa or skip it. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Take an extended child's pose, knees wide, big toes touching, forehead to the ground. A few deep breaths. So we're going to take that flow one more time. Again, just do what is appropriate for your body today. If you're just working on your standing splits, that's great. If you want to work on the forearm balance, again, great. If you want to take your lotus and lower down into your baby lotus, arm balance, that's perfectly cool too. Again, just let the ego go. This is all about practice, not perfection. When you're ready, we'll meet back in our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands, ground through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 3 with prayer arms. Stay right here. Take your standing splits or slowly lower down so that you can come into your forearm balance. Keep the core engaged. Maybe come into your lotus position in your Pigeon Mayurasana. Maybe lower down into your baby lotus arm balance. If you've lowered down into the arm balance, come back to a seated lotus. Cross your ankles in front of you, lift up, exhale, good. And then step back, flow through your vinyasa. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg, flex your foot, square your hips. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3 with prayer arms. Stay here, or take your standing splits, or come into your forearm stand. Whew. Starting to get tired here. Good, you can either stay in the forearm balance, come into your lotus. I don't think I can lower down for this one. My hands are a little bit messed up right now. And then step back. If you're in your lotus, you can come down into your lotus position, which I'll get there since I didn't get there in the last one. Inhale, lift your legs up, cross your feet. Exhale, lift. And then take it back to your chaturanga. So as you can see, it's not about perfection. Take a breath in, breath out. Deep breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bring your right heel outside your left hip, or bring your feet, your legs parallel. Inhale. Exhale, lower to your forearms, or bring your forehead all the way to the ground. Release any tension here. You've done a great job so far in this practice. Just thank yourself for being here and for challenging yourself. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your hands back, tuck your left toes, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bend your knee, and bring yourself into pigeon pose on the left side. Again, that left heel can be right outside your hip, or the leg can be more parallel depending on how flexible you are. Inhale, exhale, lower down to your elbows, or bring your forehead all the way to the ground. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your hands back, step back, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, just step all the way to the front of your mat. Lower your bottom down and roll back. Either take your bridge pose here or your full wheel. So if you're taking bridge pose, you'll bring your hands outside your hips, feet hips distance apart, and inhale, just lift your hips up toward the sky. Or if you want to take your full wheel, bring your palms outside your ears, keep your elbows hugging in, feet are hips distance apart. Inhale, come to the crown of your head. Exhale, press all the way up. Maybe see if you can straighten out your legs here and your arms. Few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Hug your knees into your chest, just rock from side to side. And bring your arms out to a T or cactus the arms. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees over to your right. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Ground both shoulders into the earth. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees over to your left, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, both knees back to center. Exhale, extend your left leg straight. Hug your right knee in toward your chest. Flex through both feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Interlace your fingers behind your hamstring or behind your calf, depending on how flexible you are. Again, keep your both feet flexed here. Keep your shoulders grounding into the earth. Few deep breaths. Bend your right knee, interlace your fingers underneath your foot, and then hug the right knee outside the right ribs. So a half happy baby here. Your left leg is still extended straight, both feet are flexed. See if you can bring your right knee toward the ground, 90-degree bend in the right knee. Inhale, exhale, slowly release, switch sides, straighten your right leg, hug your left knee into your chest, flex through both feet here, breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Now straighten your left leg, interlace your fingers behind your hamstring or your calf. Flex through both feet. Few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, half happy baby. Interlace your fingers underneath your foot. Bend your left knee at 90 degrees. And bring that left knee toward the ground just outside your left ribs. Flex through both feet. Inhale, exhale, come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Allow your knees to naturally fall out to the side. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Thank yourself for participating in this challenging yoga flow. Smile at your imperfections. Let the ego go. Know that you are perfect just the way that you are. When you're ready, just begin to make your way into Shavasana, our final relaxation pose. Turning one palm toward the sky and then the other. Extend both legs straight. Allow your feet to naturally roll out. Feel the earth supporting your entire body here. Let go of any extra tension. Rest here for a few moments. encourage you to stay here another 5 to 10 minutes if you have the time. But if you're ready to come out of Shavasana, keep your eyes closed and slowly just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps reach your arms up and point your toes for a full body stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. And gently just rock from side to side, massage out to your lower back. Roll onto either side in the fetal position for a few moments. When you're ready, using your arm as a pillow. And take your time. There's no rush. Gently press your way back to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for taking the time to get on your mat today. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.